Hey, you guys, and welcome to my first episode of Rich Girl Reads, where we will be doing wealth, femininity, lifestyle, maybe even some novel book reviews. Okay, so I will be sharing my favorite books with you guys and my key takeaways and what I got from it and everything like that. And I wanted to start off this series with my favorite book, my most favorite freaking book. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. And this isn't my favorite book because like it's the most juiciest in the world. It is good now. It is good. But every time I read this book, it changes my life. It changes my life because your mindset is going to expand and that means your income is going to increase. Like, it's crazy. I always pick up this book when I just feel stuck. I feel like I've been trying and nothing's happening. And I read this book and everything just clicks to me. I remember back in, which is so crazy, y'all. I have dates to stuff. So I think I have a date in here. 2016. I wrote the date. 2016 was the first time I read this book, and now 2025 is the second time that I'm writing the book. And I mean, not writing the book, I read the book. I always put dates by stuff. And I remember that first time, 2016, it was like coming to the end of the year. And that was the first time I read this book. It was coming at the end of the year. I read this in a few other books. I talked about this on my page one time, like the first time I manifested over $10,000. And that January 2017, so when that new year started, I had a $10,000 month in a whole new business. And yeah, this book. Now, this go around, I read the book again because I was feeling stuck. I was feeling unmotivated. Again, ending the year, like, you be like, what's for next year? I don't know. But I'm ending the year. I was feeling stuck. I was feeling unmotivated. And then I read this book again. Y'all, I just made like $5,000 in a day. I was gonna say 2 days, but because honestly, my client hit her limit. She a big baller. She was like, I spent too much today. I will see you some tomorrow. So it's like $2,000 one day, $3,000 the other day. I just like made $5,000 in a day after reading this book. Every time I read this book, it just expands my mindset. I went over a lot of my offerings. I literally said I'm gonna log in, like to my payment merchant, all my payment leads. I'm just gonna 10 times every one of them. Every price, I'm going to 10 time it. Like, it is going to expand your mindset. If you are a person that know you are meant for wealth, you want to make more money, it's not important to everybody, right? Money is important in the world, but everybody is not like that's their goal. Some people is really meant for it, and I'm a person that is literally meant for wealth. But if you're like that and you just know you want to be successful, or even if you just sick and tired and you just want to live a better, stress-free, stable, calmer life, you just need to read this book. I think everybody needs to read this book because you may open it thinking that it's just about money, but oh my God, it's about life. It's about your childhood. It's about relationship with your parents. Like, it's about everything, and it helps you so much. It's an easy read. It's not complicated. He's straight to the point, no fluff. This is not a book you're gonna read if you're gonna be in your feelings, but it's not rude or anything, y'all. It's just so good. So I did take some notes, so I'm not rambling because, as you can see, I will ramble and ramble and ramble. But this was important to me. I just always start off with this book. Anytime I have a book club, time somebody say what to read, how to read, it's gonna be this book. As y'all can see, marked, marked notes in it. Like, this book is marked up. The first time I read it, actually, and he has a bunch of stuff in here, a bunch of offers. He has courses, freebies for you, like a lot of things for you. The first time I read it, after I read it, I went to one of his seminars. He does in-person trainings, and that was really good. So, when I think going in person and getting that energy helped my income increase. That year that I told y'all about, after the first time I read it, I made $10,000 that month, and I kind of stayed consistent all year making that type of money. I ended the year at $121,000. Young. This was damn. It was 10 years ago. So if I'm 31, that means I was 21 years old. 21 just turned 22. 22 making $121,000. Read the book. But for real, let me go to my notes because I'm rambling. And I don't like to ramble, guys. So we're going to go to our notes, all right? So, anyways, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. we're going to break down just what you can take away from this book. The link to purchase it and all of my favorite books will be below. I don't know if I want y'all to get all of my books yet, because don't go ahead of me. Let's keep this going. Anyways, but I will put the link to the book below if you want to get it. But let's get into number one. Number one is your money blueprint controls your bank account. Your money blueprint controls your bank account. What is your money blueprint? Your money blueprint is your belief system. That's really what the whole book is about, period, point blank. Your money, your finances, everything in life is a direct reflection to your belief system. This is why people can win the lottery, hundreds and millions of dollars, and go broke in a few years, because their belief system did not change. Their money blueprint did not change. They probably didn't manage their money. They still had the same old beliefs about money their whole life. And people don't even understand that you have a chemical literally makeup and belief system about money. People don't even think that deep to recognize it. And when this book highlighted that for me, which I'm sure it's in my notes, but I'm just going to say it now. When this book highlighted that for me, I'm like, dang, it's so true. When you grow up, you hear money don't grow on trees, right? You know, you want some McDonald's, we don't got McDonald's money. What you think? I just got money coming out my, if you ever heard that before, if you in church, money is the root of all evil, all these negative things. Or people always saying, it's the one now that I'm just like, am I missing something? People be like, oh, you can't be a billionaire ethically. I don't know. Money is abundant and limitless to me. I just feel like you can make a bunch of it. I don't know. So it's just like all these negative things tied to money. Think about a person. If you feel ill about a person, you think they are evil, they are wicked, you just feel all these negative things about a person, why would they come around and be good to you? It's the same thing with money. If you feel a bunch of negative ways about money, why will money come around and be good to you? It's the same thing. All right. So, first thing is to ask yourself, and you guys can be taking notes while I'm going through this. What did you hear about money growing up? Did I just explain that? In the church, your parents, school, wherever. If you did not grow up like that, put your experience in the comments and then kind of let us know in your adulthood, how is it with money for you? Like, is it easy? Do you have issues? If you experience kind of like the opposite, I would like to hear from that point of view. Rich people are greedy, we can't afford that, all of these things. So this book is going to help you reprogram your beliefs, upgrade that internal thought process, and increase your financial comfort zone. Did you guys even know that you have a financial comfort zone? A lot of people aren't successful because they're literally scared of success. Don't that sound crazy? Like, oh my God, no, don't send me millions. Let me not say that out loud. Knock on wood. That ain't for me. Send me the moolah. But a lot of people are literally scared of success. Like, have you ever been up for something and you just like self-sabotage or like run away? Like you feel like you're not good enough or you can't handle it or whatever. And even if you don't feel it up front, it's subconsciously. You don't even understand or know. Your mind hasn't expanded to even hold that amount of wealth. And I can even say for me, I have a lot of friends or colleagues or just people I know. We may be in the same industry or we're all business owners and they make so much more than me, and not in a bad way. Like, no, I feel nothing about it because I always meet my goals and I'm good and I'm comfortable. But one thing I learned about me and my business is like, I don't 10 times it, if that makes sense. That's why I said in the beginning, I'm like, no, I'm going to change that. I'm literally going to log in and 10x all my pricing. But one thing I learned about me and my business, I don't 10 time it. Like that year I told you guys when I experienced that success, I just said I wanted to make six figures. So $121,000 was okay for me. That was, I got the car I wanted, girl. I wanted my Mercedes Benz. I know that's right. Like that business kept making six figures. I went from like 121, 250, 300,000. Like it kept going good, but it did not hit that $1 million mark. And I didn't, I could say, oh, I want to make $1 million in a year. I said it, but I did not plan for it, stick to it, believe in it, and was as strategic with it as I did when I wanted to make six figures. My six figures, I knew by day how much money I needed to make, and I woke up every day and made that. If you ever been in my classes or my mentorships, I break that down. Like you don't even worry about that big number. I don't look at that big number till December. That's how I know it was $121,000, because December 28th or whatever, that's when I looked at it. That's when I rewarded myself. I got my car for Christmas. I don't worry about the big number every day. I worry about what I got to make every day. I know what I need to make every month, every week, every day. Shoot, I need to start breaking it down to the second. But I didn't do that when I said I was going to make $1 million. I just said, oh, we'll make $1 million this year. And that's because my company was stable. It was growing. I had such a good audience, but I wasn't as strategic. And so even though it's not in the front, like forefront, I'm not saying, oh, I'm scared of it. I know there is something limiting in internal or subconscious that was stopping me at that time from making $1 million because all my friends went ahead and did it and succeeded in it. And it's so crazy. I'm always the one to get people started. I motivate them. I push them. I'm the one that teach them and tell them about business. I'm like, no, you're not going to do that. This is what we going to do. I'm the coach by Dynasty. And so it's like, even some of my clients. And again, I am always clapping for everybody because I'm really good. Like, long as I hit my goals, I don't really care about nobody else. But I'm just studying it in a way like you're at the same place at the same time with the same people, and you're actually the one teaching and coaching them while they're at $1 million and you're not. Just internally, I'm asking myself that. But I didn't plan for $1 million. I didn't price for $1 million. Like I said, the way I broke down making 6 figures, I didn't break down making 7 figures. So I know it was something internally. So you have to know, like, what is your financial comfort zone? I would get comfortable. If I made $20,000 in a weekend sale, I relax for the rest of the month. Because it's that thing, that negativity you're thinking, well, me thinking, don't do too much. Rich people are greedy. Your needs are met. You don't have to make any more money. Your rent is paid. You got everything you want, girl. You travel, designer. What I gotta go hard for, and not in a lazy way. I just feel like, I guess, a humble way, like, oh, I'm okay. No. I see how it's holding me back. Not even holding me back, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that. Like, see your behaviors. And if you're okay with it, cool. But if you know you're meant for more, or even just like, dang, why was I doing that? It really wasn't no reason. The same effort. I'm showing up every day, my same business. I'm selling the same thing. It wasn't gonna take me much more of anything to make 100,000 versus making $1 million. So why not just make the $1 million? You know what I mean? So that's that. Number 2, rich people play to win. Broke people play not to lose. No risk, no reward. If as soon as you start something, you're just already putting up boundaries and checkpoints and all this stuff, well, let me not mess up versus let me win. Like, just focus on winning and not the losing. All right. Rich people is going to find opportunities. They find room for growth, and they are willing to risk strategically. Okay, no craziness. Okay, but if you have a scarcity mindset, you focus on safety. You focus on avoiding embarrassment, and you focus on protection. And I can say that is me. I hate embarrassment. Hate it. What else? Just like sometimes you're being too safe, you're being too secure. Sometimes you got to go against the grain and you got to risk it. So ask yourself, are you like rich people that you are playing to win? You're going to risk it, right? And you're not focused on losing it. Or do you play not to lose? You are so scared. You're coming into it already with boundaries and things up that doesn't really matter. All right. Number 3, rich people think long term. The middle class is, how much did I make this month? That's what middle class people think. Just month by month. Let me pay the bills. Let me get by. Let me do my due. Millionaires think about their net worth, their asset, ownership. How do I make my money work for me? I will also say that about all my millionaire friends. I love them so much. Shout out to them. They work, but not in the sense of like, okay, I remember my mom going to work, we couldn't call. She's like, I'm at work, you can't call my phone. Not in the sense of like a 9 to 5, like physically going. Like, when I lived in the same city of like all my millionaire friends, if you aren't used to that world, you would come in like, nobody ain't got no job. It's like the more money you make, the more freedom you have. That's what I'm trying to say. The more money you make, the more freedom you have. Because again, what I just said, rich people make money work for them. They know how to outsource, they know how to hire, and they know how to make their money grow without them having to physically labor and work for it. And if you ever been around a lot of rich people, it's like, hey, Shay, if you ever been around a lot of rich people, they have a lot of time. More money equals more time. Okay? Rich people take responsibility. No blaming, no victim mentality. No, the system is against me. They believe I create my results. It doesn't mean life is fair. It means power stays in your hands. I said this today. Some people be like, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up, around people that helped me, blah, blah, blah." I can have understanding for your situation, but understanding is not an excuse. We know what it is. Nobody is being like blind to the realities of life, but okay, you got to go make something happen. Like you just got to figure it out. So don't have a victim mindset. Nobody's holding you back but you. I'm gonna just leave that there and go to the next point. Nobody holding you back but you. And once you have that mindset and you put it all on you, you bet all on you, you win. All right. Rich people are bigger than their problems. That was such a good one because I am an emotional queen, y'all. Like, if I'm having a bad day, it can mess up everything. And that's something I have to work on and overcome and just have more emotional intelligence and understand like a problem is not end all be all. Find a solution and quick. All right. So, this is powerful. If your problems feel big, it's because your identity is small. Oops, I told y'all this book, he is straight to the point, no chaser. Okay, you can't be in your feelings. So when you grow, your problems feel manageable. Millionaires expand their capacity. So, like, are you like you have the power? Don't say that problem is so big, it's bigger than you. No, all right. So the main thing is, if you want to earn a lot of money, you got to be the type of person that can maintain, hold, and manage a lot of money. Instead of praying for money, become the type of person that money comes to. You get what I'm saying? All right. So let me ask y'all some questions. It gave us some questions. And y'all can put it in the comments if you're watching a replay back. Are you playing to win or playing not to lose? How do you go into things? It could be a new job, you going to school, a new business, whatever it is. You could be starting a marriage. Oop, this relates to relationships too. Let's get into it. You could be about to start motherhood. Are you going into it with the mindset of that you're going to win? You're already planning to win, or you already got your guard up. You don't put up defense mechanisms. You operating out of scarcity and fear. You're already planning to lose. Which one is it? All right, let's talk about that. Is your spending aligned with wealth or validation? Hmm. Hmm. I know younger me, definitely, it's half and half. But I think, and I mean, we see it every day on Instagram. What they used to say on Instagram, straight flexing, like flexing for the gram. A lot of spending is for validation. You want other people to see things. You want to pop it. You want to whatever. But is your spending actually building wealth? And again, read this book because he has taught me the ways and how to spend and manage my money. And I'm gonna share that with y'all at the end. But read the book because your spending should reflect you building wealth, not just validation from other people. Or sometimes even validating yourself. You may be soothing your own wounds, but we got to do better than that. If you doubled your income tomorrow, would your wealth actually grow? Now, most of y'all are going to say, yup, yup, yup. Y'all going to say yes so quick. But let me tell you something I've learned. No, no, it's not. And this is why your wealth is not going to grow. I just had a friend got a new job. She got a new job. She finally got a promotion. She was so happy. And then most people do this. Typically, when your income increases, your expenses increase. Meaning, they gotta talk about debt to income ratio, whatever. You're at the same place. Even your income has increased. You haven't grown any. Like you're still in the same place because you just upped your expenses. So she got a new job. And then a month later, she moved out of her apartment and got a brand new townhome. And then the next month, she got a new car. You're still gonna be living paycheck to paycheck because you just increase all of your expenses. And I have been guilty of this before too. You get some money and you think you're rich and you want to go live how the rich people live. Live below your means for as long as you can. Until you can live off your assets, really. That's the real game of wealth. Until you can, and basically your money needs to be making money, and the money that your money make, that's the money you want to live off of. That's where we all are pushing to and want to grow to. May not be there today. I'm not there today, but that's where we want to get. But that's how people end up, even if they make more money. And that's why the question is, if your income doubled today, would your wealth grow? The wealth doesn't grow because typically when you make more money, you run out and create more expenses. And so you're still living paycheck to paycheck, even though you make more. All right. What money belief do you need to delete? I told y'all mine. That comfort, just being too comfortable, being too content. And I can even probably go deeper into it. It's something I talk about a lot with my best friend. I think she's the only one I share it with. But this year that is done. Hence, we're showing up, we're here. But something I can relate to, I've always been like quiet, and other people would say bougie or whatever, just stupidness. I feel like it's stupid because it's like, huh? But a lot of like growing up, people would not like me for no reason, usually girls. And they'll be like, oh, she's so stuck up. Literally, I'm just being quiet and minding my business. I don't know how being quiet and minding my business equals stuck up, but okay, whatever. No, it doesn't make logical sense. But because I grew up with that so much, hearing it so much, hearing so much, it's like, dang, I've never done nothing to nobody. Y'all just don't like me. I'm so, if anybody went to school with me, they'll be like, yeah, she quiet. She like smart girl, whatever, whatever. Cool. So when I started this brand, I knew my main target audience was women. That's my passion. That's the crazy thing. You can love somebody so much and then they hate you, but that's my passion. That's why I want to help. I want to help women, and just growing up because I've always carried myself well. My mom and dad had all girls. If you see my mom, she's the type of person, and she deals with this too. Even now, like grown women 40, 50, 60 be like, you ain't got to dress up everywhere you go, to my mom, because my mom is a person, she's never coming out the house not looking a mess. She would get on us like Saturdays. I feel like you can relax. It's Saturday, you can watch your cartoons, eat your cereal, you don't got to get dressed. No, you cannot be sitting around the house looking a mess. So I guess when you put yourself together, and I'm quiet, I'm minding my business, I'm not in the mix, that related to people as stuck up, like I carry myself well, whatever. So because I feel like I had that belief system of that's how women viewed me and would view me, and coming into this business, my target audience was women. That's who's going to buy for me. I guess sometimes I don't be as loud, and I don't, like some people say, pop it, right? Like I don't stunt, I don't flex. Probably stopping myself from making more money than I could, because it's like I don't want to be too much, and then people start feeling like, oh, she bougie, she stuck up, blah blah. But now I don't care. No, for real. Well, the thing is, the funny part is I've never cared. Like anytime somebody has said that to me, I remember I had a friend, and like it was a mutual friend, and she, you're the girl in the middle trying to get all, hey, what is that, Kim? Hey, Kim. You're the girl in the middle trying to get all your friends together. She was that, like, she was trying to get me and her other friends to mesh. And her friend was like, I just don't like her. I don't like Dynasty. And she's like, why? Like, do you have a reason? Oh, she just thinks she better than everybody. You have no reason not to like me at all. No reason. And I've never cared. I've never, like, even when I was younger, I never was like, hey, did I do something to you? I don't give a damn. Like, that is your insecurities or whatever it is. I really don't care. I know deep down you really love me, and that's the thing. And I'm not like saying that to be funny. These people I'm talking about all have circled the block, all have had to come in my inbox, or if they have my number, text me, or through somebody else. Dang, I'm proud of her. Dang, she doing so good. Dang, can you help me? Every last one. Because I'm a pure heart. I've never done nothing to nobody. You just was feeling something inside, which, AKA, what do we call it? Hater. But haters are just people that love you. Haters are literally just people that love you. But that's why I don't feel no way about it. I never, so in my real life, I've never cared, but it's different in business. When I am showing up to hundreds of thousands of people, promoting to them, you want them to purchase, right? You want their money. I don't want to offend anybody. And I think because I didn't want to offend anybody, that has made me play small. But that's over. I just have to be authentically me, and I feel like the girls that get it will get it and appreciate it, because they know I would be pure. And also, I just gotta, this what it's about, throwing out a belief. It's not about, like, don't even believe that people would think that about me from some childhood trauma stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we got to throw out that old stuff, that old belief system. So that's just an example of my own reflection and my own journaling. And it shows up. It literally shows up in my business of playing small. I remember, like, my friends came to my house one time. I have the friends that come to your house and they go in your closet. Like, literally, when my friends used to visit me, they don't really pack. They don't pack clothes because I'm gonna wear your clothes. It is vice versa. I know if I'm missing something, lacking something, or I don't have time when I go to my best friend's house, I'm like, oh, I don't care. Star got clothes. You know what I mean? But this was a different friend, but I remember she came to my house, and she was looking for something to wear. And she was like, you are the only person I know with a closet full of designer and don't post none of it. Because again, I'm just trying to keep it cute, keep it on mute. But that's no, be you, be yourself, and the people who's for you is gonna love you and like you, and everybody loves me. So whatever. Yes, we did do this myself. Like I'm telling you, I always start with this book. I told y'all she was in my old Facebook group and we did it. All right. Next, y'all. Y'all see, I get the rambling. Y'all gotta get me back on track. Oh, well, that's it. I'm sorry. We was on a reflection. That's honestly it. So yeah, what money belief do you need to delete? That was the last one. So now after reflection, you guys, this is 3 steps that we're gonna take moving forward. First things first, get the book. If you have the book, read it again. I just had to read it again 10 years later. Already has upped my income. Every time I read this book, I made more money. So the last time I read it, we made $121,000. Thank you, 6 figures. This time we're gonna make a few million. So we will come back here in December. And now we got proof, we got timestamps of what I said. But yeah, we're about to make $1 million this year. Millions of dollars this year. Because that's who every time we say 6 figures, 7 figures, understand up your limit. 6 figures is not just 100,000, that's also 999,000. You feel me? 7 figures is not just a million, that's also 9 million. You feel me? So up the scope. Up the freaking score. But before you up the score, you do have to be real with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself, and you got to throw out those old belief systems. It's so much when I reflect, like, dang, I spend money just like my mama and daddy. Dang, I make a lot of the same poor decisions they make. Good decisions too. Everything is not bad, but I'm just saying when you reflect, you be like, dang, I do that. Like, think about something growing up. It could be a parent, it could have been a teacher, it could have been your church. What is something you do just like them and you weren't even realizing it? And you do it just like them. Just like them. We got to rewire ourselves and get all those old beliefs out. So I love this book, you guys. I highly recommend it. The link will be below. I'm going to update the video so that the link is below. We are going to do this once a week. Once a week because that also puts accountability on me, because that means I have to read a new book once a week. So the book I'm reading this week, so next Monday, meet me back here, is Atomic Habits. I have not read it before. I'm super excited. I need it. I need it because I'm a person, hence why I chose like social media, creativity, entrepreneurship. I get bored quick. Like doing the same thing over and over, even eating the same thing. I just get bored. And so I need to I'm too grown to be talking about boredom. Like I just got to get more disciplined. And I think this book is about to help me just stay on track to the things like creating better habits. Because it's not even about the habit. I'll be like, you want me to do this every day? I get bored. I want something different. But I want to read this book and let's see the concepts there and let's see what I take away from it. So next week is going to be Atomic Habits. And like I said, we're doing this every Monday. And why I'm doing it every week, because that's going to keep me reading a new book every week. And a good tip, you guys, if y'all don't like to read, because I know some people gonna be like, oh, I like this, but I don't like to read. A, just show up here and I will review for you. But B, audiobooks. Go on YouTube and type in a book. I like to listen and read at the same time. So I will type this on YouTube as an audiobook and I'll be reading it while I'm listening. But y'all, this is my book right here. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Anyways, I will do another video about his money management system. I think I'm just going to do that as a regular video, not a live, so you can learn how to manage your money and it's how it's helping me grow and even invest. But if you guys like this, drop me some love below and I will see y'all back here. I'm just looking over there. I missed anything about the notes, but I didn't. Yeah, if y'all like this, let me know below and I will see you guys back here next week, next Monday. We are going to read Atomic Habits. I'm super excited about that. And I will do a YouTube for y'all about money management based off this book, because his system is so good and it's helping me save money and invest. So a win is a win. Okay, I already got some interest, some dividends. I'm like, and I'm so hard-headed. My aunt had taught me this system. It's about having like 6 to 9 bank accounts. I know it sounds like a lot, but I'm gonna break it down and I promise y'all like it's not. But yeah, it's been really, really good for me. So I will see y'all next week. Check back Monday. I will try to put out a time beforehand so you guys know. All right, bye.